Hello everyone, I'm back again, Monday. It's not Monday morning, it's Monday afternoon. It's 1 o'clock and I'm here every week to say hi and to teach you something from my book, The Choice is Mine. So it's a beautiful Monday. The sun is shining here in Cornwall and I hope some of you are on here just to say hi because I'm hoping to get you to join in a little bit with our little games that we're going to play with the exercises. So, Karen's here. Hi, Karen. It's lovely to see you. I like the picture of you in the hat. It's pretty. So the sun is shining. It's a new start to the week. It's my favourite day of the week. That's why I have Nan Talks on Monday. So welcome to my Nan Talk. And everyone knows that Nan can talk. Basically, I'm hoping that some of you have had a chance to do some of the homework we did last week. We got a little heart. That's nice. Thank you. We did some homework, hopefully, on Pollyanna. And the Pollyanna exercise was really good for helping to see the positive out of every negative. So how many of you actually enjoyed that one? Because once you start using my exercises, they're a bit like tools in a toolbox and you can just take them out whenever you need them. So what I suggested last week was that we could have like a little book and then everything I do, you could think, oh, I like that one. And when you need some extra help or some extra energy or whatever to protect yourself, maybe you could just open your little book and that would be your toolbox of what I've taught you so far. So I think this is the 13th one I've done. And if you want to catch up on any of the others, oh, hi, Irene. It's lovely to see you again. Bless you for coming back because it's such a lovely day. You could be off doing something else. So, but if you do miss this, guys, or if you've missed some of it, just pass it on to other people. Hi, Katie. Lovely to see you, Han. Yeah, you can always share this later or watch it again, which is really nice because I want as many people as possible to be involved, to basically have some fun with this. So yeah, so basically today we're going to have some fun with Coat of Many Colours, which is one of my favourites as well. I do use this occasionally and I'm going to tell you a little story of how I invented it and why, because I make all of my exercises up. They're all mine. All I've used for myself, really, things that I've needed to use to be stronger, to be more powerful, to be in control of my feelings, to change what I attract into my life by the law of attraction. So everything I do, I walk the talk. Everything I say and teach here is what I've actually used and still use today. So this is all about how sometimes, and I don't usually like to use this word protection, but sometimes we find ourselves in amongst people who can be negative or can be demanding or difficult. And without us realising, if we're sensitive, and you know some of us are, then we can be disturbed by that. Our energies can alter from it. We can end up being affected by people who aren't quite as happy and positive as we'd like them to be. I'm being really subtle here, but you compare yourself to other people. You're doing your best to make yourself feel positive. And if you're around people who bring you down, that's going to make you feel pretty bad. And it's going to make you feel bad physically and emotionally. It's going to make you feel bad in all those chakra energies, which is what I'm trying to teach you today about, as I always do, about keeping these flowing freely. Hi, Tony. Nice to see you, Han. I hope you've joined us from the beginning, but if not, just go back a bit. Basically, these energy points, these energy systems here are responsible for keeping you well, physically and emotionally. Hi, Angela. Nice to see you. I called you Angela, not Angeline. I love that. Well, I'm very dyslexic, you see, so I can easily read a name wrong, but it's lovely to have you join us. So these are what I'm trying to encourage you to keep open with your mindfulness, really. And when negative people or people that are a bit sort of down or, affect our energy, they can bring us down and they can make us feel what they feel. They could feel insecure. They might pass that on to us. We might feel fear because of them. We might feel their feelings. And this exercise is called a coat of many colours. It's all about having an imaginary black coat. Now, this sounds really odd, but for protection. Now, I don't like using the word protection because protection in your subconscious mind means that somehow you're going to be attacked. So you're kind of on guard. But in this case, it is just more about setting an intention to keep your energy in a good place, that you're unaffected by another person's energy. And let's face it, if you go back to work or if you're integrating with people again, it's going to be a little bit different, a bit demanding. You might need some kind of amplified energy inside your bubble. You need to basically set an intention that you're unaffected by everyone else's changing moods, okay? Because they're going to be faced with their own challenges, and we have to stay authentic and real to ourselves. So, and we have to stay well. So if we can set the intention to stay inside and in a bubble, if you like, or a coat in this case, then we are setting a very strong-minded feeling for every single one of those energy points. So we're going to be addressing each one according to the colours we need inside our coat. So the idea is, or the story is, I was with a family member, and this family member was not an easy person to be with. And I found it very taxing on my own energy. And we were going out for a walk, and I didn't have my coat. So she loaned me a coat. And this coat was black, and it was a very big coat, very big. So it was bigger than me. But inside that coat, as I zipped it up, I felt really warm. I felt really protected from the weather and everything around me. And I thought, what I need is a coat like this against people who are not very positive for me, who affect my energy. So what I did is I imagined that I had different colour linings inside the coat. So in this particular case, I knew I needed it against this relationship I had with a family member. So I decided that it'd have to be orange, because I know that orange affects this area of your body. And if I could say an affirmation that you're used to hearing by now, about the 3 V's, I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. If I could say that, as I imagined this coat had this orange lining and I zipped it up, it would be the energy from the orange and the energy from the words. And as I zip it up, it would be a complete detachment from people outside, from anything outside that I felt was going to affect me. And that's what you owe yourself. You owe yourself to stay strong. You owe yourself to be unaffected by the negativity of others, as I like to say. There's a lot of good positive people out there, but sensitive people, as we're waking up to doing more for ourselves and helping others and integrating, we do need to have some kind of idea of where we stand inside that. So we cannot be affected by another person to be ourselves. So in this case, the very first lining I ever made up was orange. And I knew that it would have an effect on that area, which also is your hormones, by the way. So in this case, all relationships would be better if I could just protect myself from them. And detachment is the answer. So what happened is when I did this person in mind, she ended up being completely lovely. The vibe that I was giving out, because I had detached and zipped up, and I had this lovely protection coat on with a lovely bright orange, beautiful lining, I only had to say it once. And there I was, cosy and safe inside it. And the vibe I gave out was more relaxed. The vibe I gave out was I valued me. And that person did too. And it lasted. It lasted every time I had to go and see somebody in the family that was demanding or difficult or whatever, or if you have this, you're going to have it somewhere in your life. Then you just have to zip this coat up in your mind, imaginary coat, and it has to be a big coat because that's where all the energies are flowing. You need some space in there for that, I find. And so you imagine this coat and you zip up with this beautiful lining inside. Now, different linings do different things, as you know from the chart I keep showing you. So I then made up the other 6 to go with that, to think, well, okay, I've got my orange one, and it works all the time. Hi, Anne. I've got my orange coat, my lining inside this coat, and that's going to do me good. I can use that whenever I want. And it can be done, of course, no one's going to know you're doing it. It can be done in your mind. You're just suddenly zipping this coat up and saying, I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. And they too, because they feel it from you. You know, if you were frightened of a dog and a dog came in the room and you were trying to pretend you're not frightened of it, the dog would know. If we don't value ourselves, then people won't value us. That's the way it works. They'll feel it that we don't, and they won't either. So the vibe we give out to the world is really important. And inside this coat is where you have the power to create whatever it is you want to feel. So let's go to things like security. We have security, that's always in the red, okay, this red area here. We've got different situations coming up for each individual person watching. We've got safety issues, we've got relationship issues, we've got personal power or maybe confidence issues. We've got situations coming up where we need to be creative, or we need to be self-supporting, all these different things. So we've got red is security, all relationships is orange, all relationships, and green, but mostly orange. Personal power, confidence, yellow. So you might be going back to your job, or you might be doing something that's challenging, something that's going to stretch you a bit. That would be the yellow area. And I've got a list here that I'm going to put on. Well, actually, if people want to have the list, it's backwards here, but there's the list. We have a list of how you would say, what you would say with your words as you zip up that colour inside your coat. And you can have more than one colour, by the way. If you need two of these affirmations at the same time, you can have one side of your coat one colour and one side the other. Now, it might just be that you've got a challenge to go out the door, or you might have a challenge health-wise, or you might have to go to a hospital, or you might have to go back to work, as I keep saying, or other things, or maybe integrating again with people and you're a bit afraid. Then you think, okay, what do I need? Well, I might need to be confident. Okay, I'm going to have a yellow lining. So I'm confident, powerful and free to be me. So each one of them has got a different affirmation and a different effect on the body. So each of those colours will help those individual areas, okay? That's what I'm really impressed with, because it does work. If you had a problem here and you think, okay, perhaps I'm a bit sort of sore throat or whatever, then you might want to say the affirmation, zip up and say the colour, and say, as you imagine light blue, I support myself and follow my truth. That is going to help to open this area. That's why you need the big coat. I said to one woman, I taught her this, and she said, well, I'm going to have like a duffel coat thing with the bit that goes over the top and maybe a visor. And she was really loving it, because she said she needed to be with people but feeling her own power still. And so each one of these are really good for different reasons. And so, as I say, I've composed these. And so you might think, well, what have I got coming up in my world? Are you going to feel insecure about something? Okay, so let's go for the red. Let's see how you feel when you zip up. So as I go through these, I want you to imagine that you're going through with me. You're going to say the words with me, and I'll give you some time to do that. And you're going to imagine zipping this coat up and saying the words. Now, when we go through them, you can decide which one you need today. We're just going to see how they feel. How do they feel to you? So, okay, we'll go for the red one first. So imagine your coat, the black coat, okay? And it's warm and it's cozy. Or if it's summertime and you don't want to imagine a big thick coat, you can have a nice silk coat. And on the inside, you have a beautiful lining. So in this case, we're going to have a really beautiful red lining, okay? And this red lining is so rich and warm. And you're going to, as you start to zip the coat up, you're going to say, I am always safe and secure in my world. So say it with me. Imagine the red. And you might need this. Always play it back again. So let's get this coat on again, okay? You zip it up, and as you zip it up, you're saying, I'm always safe and secure in my world. That's very powerful. Say it with me. Now, we're going to change the lining. And by the way, this works after about 17 seconds. That's why you're doing it, maybe a couple of times. But as you, oh, hi, Faye. Red coat and red wellies, love it. I like the colour red. Red's always good, especially when you're trying to get out there again into the world. Red's a good colour. So I'm always safe and secure in my world. Faye, you could do that as you're dancing around in your coat, in your red wellies. But if you can imagine, for most of you, imagine the coat is black and you have this red lining. It's kind of like protection. Your intention is protection from the world, with this lovely feeling building up inside you and opening that chakra. So you've got, I'm always safe and secure in my world for red. Then we move up to the orange. As I say, most of us have something going on with relationships. The orange is really important, okay? So let's get the coat again. We're going to zip up, and this time we're going to imagine that beautiful colour orange is on the inside, okay? And as we're zipping up, you know the words. I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. Now you're saying those words as you're imagining the colour. The colour is actually going down to that second chakra and going to help you with your hormones. It's going to help you with the vibe you give out. You'll see a difference in how people treat you because you're actually doing this. So I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. You may want to learn that every time you go into a room full of people and imagine this coat so you are always safe inside it. And now we're going for the yellow. Okay, so this is one of my favourite colours. And so you've got a nice coat again, the black coat. And this time as you zip up, you're going to say, I am confident, powerful and free to be me. So I am confident, powerful and free to be me. Say it with me. There you are inside your coat with those feelings. Okay, and that is going to have an effect on that third chakra. And that third chakra is going to help your body. It's going to help what you eat. It's going to help your spine. It's going to help your adrenal levels. All of these physical things happen as well as the emotion. And the emotion always has some effect on the body, as we know. So if you're thinking these things, and you might argue with them when you're actually zipping up, you might go consciously, that's not how I feel. But that is exactly what you need to say to override that consciousness down to your subconscious, which is massive, as we know. So 97% of your brain will believe you. And it opens that chakra for you. And when that chakra opens, it's got room to build its energy, to heal your body, and to give out a vibe that is really good for you. And you'll believe it. You'll find that you actually become what you say, which is lovely. So now we've got the green. Okay, so we've got the green lining. And you can pick any colour green around you that you like and think, that is the colour I'm going to have. So all you have to do is imagine this coat again. We're going to zip it up. And before we go out, hi, Tia. Oh, I can't wait to see you too. It's lovely. Yes, because I'm doing online work, but I'm doing face-to-face work as well now, in person. So if anybody wants that and they want to come to Cornwall or they want to come to St Austell, that's fine. Just get in contact with me. So going back to the green, when we need to feel love and we need to approve of ourselves, we need to have that self-acceptance. It's really important that we embrace those feelings. We say we have them even when we don't. So there might be a lot of self-judgment going on. Maybe you don't approve of yourself and you have to change that. Or maybe you feel judged by another person. So let's get that coat on. So there's the black coat. We're going to zip up. And as we're zipping up, say with me, I love and approve of myself unconditionally. And it's going to seem weird to say if you don't feel it, but you need to say it, especially if you don't feel love or if you don't feel approved of or you don't approve of yourself. So this is a really nice one to do. So let's do it again. Okay, zipping up. We've got the green lining. I love and approve of myself unconditionally. Now that's quite a powerful one as well. So you might decide when you go through these, you might think, oh, that's the one I really need today. You will have an effect on your immune system if you do the green. And that's all very good, isn't it, at the moment? We need to boost our immune system all the time. So we'll go on to the light blue now. And so this is really good for a feeling of freedom and inner child joy. It'd be lovely if you could practice and play with all of these and tell me which one you enjoyed playing with most. So you can do this every day. You could have one a day if you like, till next week. And then tell me which one you really enjoyed or which one you felt was more powerful for you. Because all your feedback is really useful, okay? It's useful for me, it's useful for others. And it's useful for the book I'm writing, of course. So let's do the blue one. Let's do the light blue one. So we're zipping up again. And this time we have a light blue lining. So beautiful. It's a joyous colour. And as you're zipping up, you're going to say, I support myself and follow my truth. I support myself and follow my truth. This is you staying authentic to yourself. This is you staying truthful to what makes you happy and what is important to you. You have to be mindful of it. Otherwise we end up people-pleasing, which is nice, but it's not always good for us. So I support myself and follow my truth. And perhaps you haven't been able to express yourself or you want to and you haven't had the courage to. Then you might use a couple of them. You might use I'm always safe, the red lining, and then you might have the blue lining here. I support myself and follow my truth. If you had to have a conversation with someone that's difficult, this would be a good one. Maybe you'd have the orange one with it. So they'd value all your words as well. So you can see how the effect would help your body, and it would help your mind. Okay, so it's really powerful. So let's go for the indigo now, because that's this one here. Okay, so a lot of people don't trust themselves, and they find it hard to trust their decisions or what they're doing in life or who they are. So this is a really good one. If you have an indigo lining, you're going to say, I trust myself in all areas of my life. And as I say, most of us won't believe that when you read it, because you're going to be, that's not what you have. That's why you're reading it. You have the opposite of that. So let's do it together and see how you feel. Okay? So you've got the black coat. You're going to zip it up. And as you zip it up, you're going to say, I trust myself in all areas of my life. So say that again, because your brain is listening and it believes you. I trust myself in all areas of my life. How nice is that? That's going to help your hormones again, but it helps your pineal hypothalamus. It helps your brain to work better, helps your mood as well. It helps you change your mood. Physically, it's going to help you in lots of ways. It might take away eye strain. It does a lot of physical things as well. So I could go on forever about that, but it is a really good thing. You haven't got to understand it. You've only got to play with it. And everything I talk about is all about playing with things, playing with the exercises I give you. Because the more light-hearted we are, the less pressure we have. And the less pressure we have, the more we'll see a result. Because we can relax into it. And this is a really nice one for everyone. If you're going out, and you're going out into the world, and in any way, even if you're just going shopping, or you're seeing family again, or you're doing anything that's change. And we've had a lot of challenges. And we find sometimes it's like going back to school, the first day of school again. We have to integrate again. And we're trying to reevaluate who we are inside of that. So you might want to use the purple lining, which is what we're going to do now. So there's your coat again. You're going to zip up. And this time you're going to say, with the colour purple shining. Okay. So I share my wisdom with power and grace. How lovely is that? That's so nice. To have power, it's safe to have power. You deserve to have your power. You deserve to be everything you can be. You're shrinking so you don't have that power, or feeling that you don't have the right to it. It's not going to serve you, your body, your world. It's not going to serve others by example as well, or collective consciousness. So if you say, I share my wisdom with power and grace. How great is that? The grace is going to keep you humble. Okay, it's going to make you feel good. And of course it affects the crown. The crown chakra is where all your thinking goes on, really, and how you integrate those ideas, how you expand yourself, how you process information. And this is going to help you here. It's going to stay you more wide awake and, together with with where you're going in life. You need to be moving forward. And you need this one open to do it. Otherwise, we kind of stay in a little tiny world that we create. So if you're thinking, now where do I need wisdom? Or perhaps I need to write something or do some work or whatever. I need to open that one. Okay, I'll put my coat on. And I'm going to enjoy those feelings inside my coat. Okay? Has a hood. So the hood has got your purple. Okay, so you're going to do it one more time with me. I share my wisdom with power and grace. Now just say it anyway. It can't hurt. These words are all positive. It can only make you feel better. Okay? So which one of those did you like the best? Okay, so which one? Was it the red or orange or yellow or green, light blue, indigo, which is dark blue, or purple? Which one? And if you think about it, when you look at the words, and if you only got to message me and I'll send these to you. So just drop me a message on here and I'll post them to you. Then you can print them off and keep them. And then you can think, well, which one do I really need? Do I need to feel safe today? Do I need to value myself today? Do I need to love and approve of me today? Do I not feel that? Oh yeah, I'll use that. Be aware of your feelings. It might be that you just need to support yourself a bit more and not back down from situations or other people that might dominate you. Hi John, nice to see you. It might be that you just need to trust yourself to create something. Ah, Angela, I'm really glad you said that, because I was going to ask people what do they really need. Green and purple, brilliant. I agree. So you're going to say, imagine Angela, right now, you've got your coat, you're going to zip up, and you're going to say with me, I love and approve of myself unconditionally. I share my wisdom with power and grace. That's your two linings. and you associate with that. Oh, thanks, Karen. I'm glad you like it. Oh, Tony's got yellow and green. Lovely. Okay, Tony, let's get our coat on. We've got 2 parts of our coat linings, okay? So the yellow, I want you to say with me as you zip up, I am confident, powerful, and free to be me. And as you're zipping right to the top, you're going to say, I love and approve of myself unconditionally. So I am confident, powerful, and free to be me. It's lovely. I love and approve of myself unconditionally. That's going to please your inner child as well. It's really good. So hold on to those words. I mean, you can, as I say, message me and I'll post them to you. And you can, as you're zipping up, just think that is what I'm intending. That's what I want for my life. And that's what I am today. And you take back your power. You take back your control by zipping up and intending. It's very good. It's really, really cool. And when you start to use them, you're going to sort of have something always with you whenever you need it. I mean, even if you took a picture of it, if I sent it to you and you took a picture of it on your phone, you might be out somewhere and you might think, oh, I feel a bit uncomfortable. I need more. It is a good way to start the morning. Thank you. Or afternoon. Yes, thank you. Yellow and red. Great. Okay, so yellow and red. Yellow and red. Okay, let's go for yellow and red. Zip up them. We'll all do this together, shall we? 2 linings, yellow and red. As you zip up, you see the red. You breathe in that red. Breathe it in. I am always safe and secure in my world. And then you've got the yellow. I am confident, powerful, and free to be me. These 2 colours in particular are really good as power colours anyway. They're power parts of your body. This is power to fix your body. And this is power of self. This is really going to help because it'll give you the confidence and the courage. It takes away stress and worry. When you work on these colours, worry goes away instead of stress because you're safe inside that coat and you're saying the words that help to open those areas and make you feel those feelings that you want to feel. Not what's happening around you, but what is actually you're creating that day. Katie's got orange and green. Oh, lovely. Katie, let's get our coat on. 2 colours inside. Orange. Okay, follow me with this. As you zip up, say, I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. That's on one side. As you're still zipping up, you've got I love and approve of myself unconditionally. How nice is that? And your inner child loves it. Your subconscious will help to reprogram your mind, so you'll have better synapse connections. So your body will respond to this because automatically you'll feel better on the inside. Nothing would have changed on the outside to make that happen. So you're in control of what you attract into your life. And if we are not feeling safe, if we're not valuing ourselves, if we're not feeling confident, we'll attract more situations that make us feel that because that's what we feel. And it's not good for you. And as I say, it doesn't serve anybody, apart from to look at and to measure yourself against. Hi, Jane. Lovely to see you, darling. If you want to go back and listen to this again, please play with it. Because people are coming back to me telling me how great they feel with all the things that they're playing with. And they've got all these different tools to use. But the coat of many colours, the linings, use it. See how you feel. No one's going to know. It's just not something, it's new. Yes, it's new. And okay, you might feel a bit strange doing it. But the more you do it, the better it's going to feel. The easier it's going to be. Okay? So if everyone that's listening today could just have a little play with whatever colours they like. You can have it all one colour. You can have it all different colours if you want. I don't care if you use all 7. Keep it simple if you can. Just 1 or 2 colours I think really works. Any more than that, yes, you can use more. Oh, thank you, Irene. Thank you, Tony. You can use more, but have fun with it because it's the mindfulness, the 17 seconds it takes to zip up. And there is a reason for that because it internalizes and changes things in lots of ways when you use it for 17 seconds. So if you want to zip up and you feel those feelings, let them build inside you. That's what you're going to intend for the day, for that moment. And see what happens. See what happens when you get that feedback from other people. People might just say to you, oh, Karen's got orange and red. That's lovely. That's really nice. We'll do that together, shall we? People might just say to you that you seem different. You seem better. You seem more confident. You seem happier. Whatever. It's going to have an effect on your body and you will give that vibe out. So every one of those, are like really good tonics for your body, and intentions. So orange and red, Karen wants. So I don't know if we've done it all already. Let's do it again. So 2 linings, zipping up. I am always safe and secure in my world. And I value me, I validate me, I very much love me. Get to say it. Say it out loud. If you're with people, do it in your mind. Unless, of course, you want to. Yes, share this with as many people as you can. It's really good for you. Look through your list. So look through your list of words, your affirmations, your linings, and think, which one do I want? And I know you can't see them on there, but imagine you're looking through the key words of that. I need that. Be objective. I need that. I need that. I'm going to zip up and I'm going to say those words and those words. Set the intention, and you are in charge. You are in control of your life and what you order into your life. And everything becomes easier because you've got a plan, because you've got something you can use. So have fun with that, guys, and really enjoy playing with that, and give me some feedback. If you don't know what you need, then just message me and I'll tune into you and I'll tell you which lining you need. So if you struggle with any of that, I can tell you which lining. And if you're colourblind, don't worry, that works too. Please, can I have the words, Nancy? Yes, Karen, you can. I'll read through this later and I'll take a photograph of this and I'll put it on. Because if I put it on Facebook as it is, it won't make much sense. So I really have to give it to you individually. So that's brilliant. So you're going to have a fantastic time playing with this one. It's there at the back of your mind whenever you need it. Whenever you feel that your energy is low or you're being affected by another person, you'll be able to use your code. And it's really powerful. Oh, thank you, Tony. I shall send them to you as well, my darling. Tomorrow night, I've got a meditation, 8 o'clock. So I just thought I'd remind everybody. Oh, John said he feels strong. That's nice. That's really cool. You will feel strong. When you start using some of these, I'll post them to you. And then you can play each day with different linings. So there's a meditation tomorrow at 8 o'clock, full moon. It's a lovely Scorpio full moon. It's going to be good. And I'll talk about that with you then. And so join me then at 8 o'clock tomorrow on here. If you want to catch up on any of my talks, it's www.nancyfinch.co.uk, or you can go onto YouTube and see me there, which is really cool. So next week, we've got detachment, another detachment exercise. Rather than the coat to detach from people, we've got a situation detachment. And I've called it Over the Cliff. There is a lovely little playful thing we do with this. And I will explain that more next week. And it's a really good way of healing a situation. So I'm sure you're going to really enjoy playing with that, because that is a good way for you to conserve your energy and to make a difference and to see, let the universe kind of heal it for you when you take your attention and your energy away from what you don't want. And that's what next week is all about, Over the Cliff. So we'll do that. Join me again at 1 o'clock next week. And in the meantime, have a lovely week. And I hope you can join me again tomorrow for my meditation and share this. And if anyone, well, I nearly forgot to mention, if anybody wants me to compose meditations for them, individual, personal ones, like I have one lady that wants me to help her stop smoking or help her to be more confident in relationships, I can compose those and I can send them to you. So you've only got to private message me and I can help you in any of those areas. So getting back to this original list of main areas that our body shuts down: security, relationships, personal power, self-judgment, those things, trust, support, sharing your wisdom, any of those things that you might find you're struggling with, just contact me and I can do a meditation for you, record it and send it to you. And that would be lovely. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jane, and all the people that have come on here and supported me while I support you. It's lovely. Really enjoy doing this. It's what I'm here for. And please share this and take care of yourself all week. And please play with the homework, because I really want to know how you feel. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's my whole list of things I was going to talk about. Practice and play with the words. Okay, I use all my tools at different days. So have a little go and see how you feel, okay? If you're going out somewhere, or if you're just in the house and you just want to feel safe, go for that, okay? Thanks, everybody. It's lovely being here with you. A namaste moment. Lots of love to all of you, and stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye.